Hi, my name is Suzanne Wong. I'm editor-at-large for Revolution, and it's my pleasure today to take you through the masterpiece collection of Maurice Lacroix. First things first, what defines the timepiece from the masterpiece collection? At its very foundation, it's a watch that makes you think. It inspires new ideas, new approaches, or simply a renewed awareness of things that aren't always part of conscious thought. A masterpiece goes deeper than the direct, straightforward communication of time. Subtleties of design and execution speak to the wearer, his emotions, his desires. A watch can be at the very pinnacle of mechanical excellence, but if it doesn't touch you, then there is really nothing that elevates it beyond a machine. A beautiful machine, but a machine nonetheless. Whereas a masterpiece doesn't have to do a lot in order to say a lot. A masterpiece speaks to you. Let's go back a little in time to kind of get to the roots of what the Maurice Lacroix masterpiece is all about. It's 1992. The mechanical watch industry is finally figuring out not just how to exist, but how to thrive in the brave new world ushered in by the advent of the quartz movement. The incredible volume of inexpensive, high-precision quartz watches split the mechanical watch product offering into two main categories. There was the entry-level, your basic time-only model that was, for lack of a better description, kind of conventional, just standard functional pieces. Not the kind of stuff that would stick in your mind, let's put it this way. And then you had the extremely sophisticated timepieces, your tourbillons, perpetual calendars, repeaters, right at the top of the mechanical spectrum, and obviously with an equivalent top-end price. Maurice Lacroix were among those, and remember this is back in 1992, who felt that there could be a third category. They made it their goal to create innovative and, more importantly, accessible complications. Not necessarily complications in the traditional, conventional sense that you would get from a textbook definition, but in a more layered way, going beyond the basics, the accepted, normal way of telling time. They wanted to create watches that would have the personality to match the kind of buyer who values individualism, mechanical savoir-faire, and innovative aesthetics without, and this is super important, sacrificing affordability. The first manufactured caliber from Maurice Lacroix was produced in 2006, and today the brand has 14 in-house movements ranging from time-only to complications such as chronographs and moon phase indications. There are two tiers within the Masterpiece collection. You have the Masterpiece Classic, which ranges from 4,500 to 8,500 Swiss francs, and this includes signature retrograde watches, the skeleton timepieces, and then you have the Masterpiece Lab, ranging from 8,900 to 10,500 Swiss francs. It's a showcase of in-house innovation and creativity that really pushes the limits of the brand. The practice of skeletonizing a watch, also known as open working, has been around for a long time, probably centuries, although I need to go and look up exactly how long. It's extremely demanding in terms of artisanal skill. The one essential aspect of a watch has to be its precision and its reliability, and skeletonizing puts this at risk by removing material from the components until what remains is the absolute minimum of structural integrity, revealing the inner mechanical secrets of the watch. However, remove just a tiny bit too much material from a bridge or a wheel, and it's unable to perform its function. In other words, the movement ceases to move. Maurice Lacroix took the tradition of skeletonization and put their own modern spin on it with this highly geometric and strong take on a technique that is usually seen as being quite delicate and ornate. You see this in all the hand-wound manufacture Masterpiece skeleton timepieces, both the blue and the silver, and also the three new variations of the Masterpiece chronoskeleton. The minimalist finishes, satin, metallized, or matte surfaces make these timepieces highly versatile for modern lifestyles. They work equally well in a range of formal and casual occasions due to the combination of traditional mechanics and the strong architectural framework of the skeletonization. The Masterpiece watches featuring retrograde displays are some of the most recognizable icons of the brand. The retrograde watches are so called because of the different style of time indications. Hands do not move in continuous rotation, but traverse a set path and then return in an instantaneous movement back to the origin. I personally feel that the retrograde indication is a manifestation of one of the strongest human impulses and emotions, that of nostalgia, the desire to return, a love of things past, which is, I feel, something that aficionados of mechanical watches will probably find very close to their hearts. The double retrograde models are amongst the most recognizable watches of Maurice Lacroix, as I said, and the moon phase model offers further refinement. The square wheel collection boasts something unique to Maurice Lacroix, a square wheel overturning our expectations of what a mechanical gear should look like, and also kind of fulfilling the collection's original aim of provoking thought and new ideas. Developing this display consisting of a continuously rotating square wheel engaged with another wheel, this one shaped like a three-leaf clover, was incredibly challenging. The principal challenge was getting the teeth to mesh correctly in order to have a smooth, continuous action. The end result requires high levels of manufacturing precision, so UV Liga technology is utilized to create the components. One particularly outstanding model in this collection includes the feminine power of love, with the eccentric wheels rotating to form the love once every minute. Quite possibly, this is supposed to echo the thought process of someone in love, having something on one's mind that frequently. Also, they tell me I'm not really an expert. Now we come to the mysterious second watches, with their intriguing display of the seconds on the lower half of the dial. The mysterious second pushes you to adapt your mind around a different way of thinking of time. It's not linear, it's not circular, it's something else entirely. You have a double-ended seconds hand revolving and turning and moving around a subdial, with each of its ends taking it in turns to indicate the seconds. This illustrates the core philosophy of the Masterpiece collection. A small twist, just one small twist, and suddenly you're looking at things in a completely different way, from a perspective that you would never really take on your own. Finally, the most recent addition to the Masterpiece family is the Gravity, so called in order to throw the focus onto the escapement, which consists of silicon components and a proprietary hairspring. Unlike the other Masterpiece models, the emphasis of the Gravity is on materials. Silicon, which is 3.5 times lighter and 1.5 times harder than steel, and the exclusive use of a patented alloy called Powerlite as one case material. The name Gravity also references the core mission of the Masterpiece collection in general, to reach higher, to open new horizons, to lift you off the ground. You can take a look through various social media platforms to get a better sense of who would wear a Maurice Lacroix Masterpiece watch. Someone who prioritizes individualism, who appreciates mechanical savoir-faire, contemporary aesthetics, and above all, good value.